Hey, Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny here, with another episode, day 2 of transitioning into a new morning show. Tim Earl did a great job filling in yesterday. Appreciate him as always. Had the little bit of knee surgery, just a little cleanup action. I'm good. I'm moving, sitting. Whatever. I'm medicating, self-medicating. But this is a new show here on Picks and Parlay channel. We're looking for names. There's some changes that are happening, and I know changes can be. I'm only going to spend like 5 minutes talking about this real quick, and then I'm not talking about it no more. So if you're in the chat, you got questions, you want to keep sending hate mail, keep sending them. Daddy needs something to start the bonfires with in the backyard. Keep sending that shit. I love it. Okay. The more I wanted to name the show "Hate Is the New Love." Allie told me no. I'm just letting y'all know. She said, don't do it, Lenny. Don't do it. Be nice to them. I said no. So I'm not going to be nice for the next 5 minutes. Send the hate love. Send the hate love. Send the hate love. We're changing things up. We're going to change this show, combining this show, the Power Hour, into one big show, kind of like almost like a round table. It's still in the mix. Nothing's set in stone as far as a name. Yesterday, Tim called it whatever this show is called. I love that. And that was fair because we don't know. That is legit. We are growing. We are moving forward. And we want all of you guys to be a part of that. And one big announcement I have for everybody that is watching. Everybody knows him in the chat, Tate the Great. Everybody knows Captain Brian Gillihan. Those two guys will now officially be moderators of the Facebook group page, which is now currently known as the Morningwood Facebook group page. That name's changing too. Whatever the name of this show is, that show will be. I mean, just like this show used to be called Morningwood, that's the Morningwood group page. This show, whatever it is called, we will have a name in stone by the end of the month. It is a work in progress. I'm going to post something on the Facebook page to kind of ask everybody for ideas or, let's talk it out, walk it out. So that's what I'm going to do. So if you see grading on the Facebook page from Tate or Brian Gillihan, they are the ones doing it. They will post daily results on each thread for every day. I'll probably post the threads for each one like I do now, like, hey, handicap 10 picks go here. Last Woody picks, which that will be changing to the name of that show, how it's branded, how it's made, or how what the rules are and stuff like that. That's all going to change as well. If you are owed money from Picks and Parlays for, I think, Paula Thatcher, I got your message. I was kind of out of it yesterday. So if you're watching, I will message. I'll make it a point to message you back. I know you think you said you won last week. So there's going to be some overlap. Okay. Just, I don't have access to everything. So bear with me here. I'm kind of thrown into the fire. This shit happened Friday. Okay. Today's Tuesday, folks. I had surgery on Monday and I got drunk on the weekend for St. Patty's Day. What do you want from me? That's the legit what happened. Okay. So that's just what it is. What we're going to do is we're going to bring in handicappers daily. 2 every day, 2 to 3, and break down the show. You guys got questions about games? Throw them in the chat. That's what we're here for. We want to take the interactiveness of Morningwood Show, what used to be the Morningwood Show, all the interactiveness of that, and then combine it with the structure of Power Hour. If you haven't watched Power Hour, then shut the hell up because you don't know what it's like. And I know this because you know who I'm talking to when you send me your hate mail saying Power Hour is stupid, but yet you've never watched it. So you poked the bear while I had surgery. Knowing I had surgery, and Allie Burns asked you people not to, but you still did. So I'm going to go on my 2-minute little rant. So you still did. So I had to wake up, come out the hospital to answer your text messages about what I'm doing is stupid. That's how I feel. Now we're going to move on to the formerly Morningwood show, because I'm going to get angry and say some shit I don't mean. I hope y'all still hit the thumbs up button. Stick around for some good content, because that's what we're about. Content, sports content, folks. Sports content. If you leave, I wish you the best. Just like I did to my girl, Allie, who we talked last night about it. I'm still rocking my Morningwood OG shirt, also known as a collector's item. Collector's item. What you know about that? What you know about that? So, Jose laughs at me because he knows I get all worked up. AJ said, I think people want to be educated on how to bet the right way. Boom. That's what we're going to do. Roundtable access. That brings in my other twin, Tim Earl. How we doing, Mr. Earl? Getting all worked up. Mandy's going to come in here and tell me
I'm
to take
scared.
my
I'm scared. Lenny's going to hurt somebody.
No,
Tim sent me one text message yesterday. How's the knee? That was it. I love each and every one. Ladies love Lenny. Ladies love Lenny. Except for yesterday. Y'all hated me. Hates the new love. I just saying. Bring it. Y'all want to be educated on how to bet the right way. And we're going to do that. Don't think we're not going to go through like the money on the games. Today and this next week's kind of a, it's a transition period. And change is not necessarily bad. Like, it's not just going to be my ugly mug on this show every day. Okay. Hannah Mears will be on tomorrow hosting. And the guest I think she has lined up, just to give you an idea. Let me see the schedule here.
Higgs.
She has Sean Higgs and Cam Ross tomorrow to talk for half hour, 45 minutes, hour about all things sports. If you got questions about college basketball, those are the guys you want to talk to anyway. Cam Ross and Sean Higgs, maybe Tim Earl. Like, you want to talk to, and then Terry Edelman will still come on, do some hockey stuff. We want to talk about the right way, or what's the right angle. Like, maybe that's the name of the show, the right angle. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud, folks. You guys know how I do that. Breaking Vegas says, name of the show, Bet Room Repeat.
Already got the hoodie made for
Already
it.
got the hoodie. I saw Breaking Vegas. You're my movie guy. If you haven't seen, I watched over the weekend. My wife got mad at me. I spent a whole $8.99. My wife doesn't get mad at me about mad. Legit mad, not like aggravated, mad. I spent $8.99 and I rented on Amazon Cocaine Bear. It's a movie. It's a movie. Cocaine Bear. Look at Ray Liotta's final movie. It's a stupid movie. Okay. But it was great.
That sounds awesome at the same time.
And it's based off a true story. This shit really happened. Smugglers plane went down and hundreds of kilos of cocaine fell out, and it was like this cocaine got into it, and it was crazy, man. So tune in tomorrow. If your favorite handicapper, I'll probably pull out, maybe we'll get to a point where on the Facebook page we'll set up a schedule. You'll know who your favorite handicappers are if you want to watch them. But I like watching them all, especially the picks and parlays handicappers. Very diverse, very unique angles and ways of looking at things. Like, sometimes I'm with Tim and Earl, or with Tim and Earl, with Tim and Nick Earl, on the way they're thinking and looking at a game. Sometimes I'm like, nah, you ain't right. And then I might be on the same way as Sean or Cam Ross or Ross Benjamin or somebody like that. You got to go your certain way. Yeah, it's really a no-brainer. We already have hoodies for it. I wanted to do it. Here's the problem with it. There already is a Facebook group page that Craig has. Picks and Parlays, Bet One Repeat Facebook group page. And he doesn't know. We're trying to merge and whatever. Problem is that Facebook page is so old and so saturated with spam people.
And it's dead. It's a dead.
That it's kind of dead at that point. You know what I mean? So we don't want to bring that to us. We want to keep our group and just call it something else. You know, I mean, I don't know, but I don't know. You know, I mean, there's a lot of names out there. We just got to run it through. Once we find something that clicks, that's it. You know what I mean? So I like the Bet One Repeat though, bro. Handicappers and gurus. I like to. I almost wanted to say call it like sharp money, public money, something to that nature, like along those lines, kind of sharp, whatever. Because I love when Nick Earl tells me I'm not sharp money, and I'm like, "What's my money, doll?" I just think it's. I know I'm the public. I'm the public sometimes. Everybody is at some point or another, but I think it was just an abrupt change, threw folks off. We're all just, well, move on. Right?
Yeah, come on.
I mean, it ain't nobody's enemies here. Nobody's enemies here, you know.
Except for anybody who bets against Lenny.
Right. Good luck. Y'all think it's just a T-shirt and a tagline. It's a way of life. Good luck unless you're against me. Like, I mean, it's a mindset, you know? So let's talk some sports instead of drama. That's the last thing, though, I wanted to say about all that drama is this ain't high school, okay? This ain't West Side Story. This ain't East Side, West Side. This ain't Bloods and Crips, okay? This ain't no bad shit here, okay? This is just us. This is business, okay? We're moving on.
And it's my job to piss off Lenny. None of your guys's.
Yeah, now. Yeah, good job, Tim. I just all worked up last night, and I was like, Mandy's like, I was going to post something, and Mandy's like, no, just chill out. Like, you know, you're all worked up, knees bothering you, and what aggravated. And I'm like, I am, because I was a good boy about it. And then people still kept coming at me, and I was like, you know, come at me. I want all the smoke, ladies and gentlemen, all of it. Let's talk some sports, though, Tim. I'm going to type up some banners. Let's talk some college.
Okay.
We got NIT today, 2 games.
Yep.
CBI, 2 games.
Yep.
And NC tournament isn't back till
Thursday.
Thursday,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right. And then we already know, before we even get into that, we already know it's MSU -2.
Yes, that's already locked up on the site for us. Yep.
Yeah.
We're already on it. You see our things underneath our names. Like, come on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So
at this point, Michigan State to the Final Four at least.
I think they did. I'm trying to pull up an actual bracket. Has anybody kept track of their back bracket in picks and parlays now?
It's garbage.
Well, yeah.
Mine's garbage at least.
I saw where Mandy was like, she's like, I think I'm winning. It says I got like 28 or 63 picks right. I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's winning.
There was somebody who was doing really well on it.
So I want to make sure that I got 32 of 63 picks right. So I'm at 59%, right? What is that? 59? 50? It's 50. 50%? Not 59. 50?
I'm 77th in the contest.
Just under 50? Yeah, that would be just under 50%.
Oh boy, yeah, my bracket's garbage. Oh my god. At least I still have 3
somewhere in here. It told you like what place you were in, though, and I don't know. Here, standings probably. There's 94 people involved. Oh, I'm in 12th place. Shit.
The one thing I still have is I still have 3 out of my 4 Final Four teams, which is Alabama, Texas, Gonzaga, and then I had Memphis.
Yeah, I had UCLA still, and that's who I picked them to, you know, obviously all the way. But of my Final Four, see, I got all my Final Four left because I have Texas still in?
Yeah, Texas is still in.
Yeah, so I have Texas, I have Houston, Alabama, and Creighton. No, that can't be right.
Alabama and Creighton are in the same bracket.
That's the top bracket. My bad. I have Houston, UCLA, Alabama, and I had Memphis going to the Final Four.
Yeah, me too.
That was shout out to my girl, Julie Curley. One of the only parlays that didn't give me shit yesterday. So shout out to you. Yeah, so I got 3 of my 4 left. I have my final 2 as Alabama, UCLA, and UCLA winning. I do have wow, I really did that?
Yep.
Kansas State. I had Kansas State and Michigan State playing today.
I did not.
And I had Kansas State.
I had Kentucky and Michigan and Marquette.
Whoever BJ is, he's got the super bracket. He has Alabama winning it all, and he's in first place all by himself.
Good for him. Good for him.
And then it's ATCH. I don't know. Ethan, Lupedia, Hayden. I want to see
the problem with Ethan's bracket is he has Marquette. So
Rycape's in 6th. He's got Houston,
which I think could be on upset.
Could be a game changer.
Yep. I'm hoping Houston loses their next game.
I'm hoping Miami beats
Houston.
29th. and he's got Alabama winning. There's some makeup
At
ground.
the end of the day, I filled out the bracket. That's cool and everything. Let's see how many times I bet against my bracket. I had MSU against Marquette when I had Marquette in my bracket. I bet Tennessee against Duke when I had Duke in my bracket. So no, I at the end of the day, the brackets are fun. Don't be afraid to bet against them.
Oh, listen, a bracket for me is like I do it, and it's usually out of fun. I might throw like $20 in a bracket challenge kind of thing, like in an office pool kind of situation, or join a few free brackets kind of thing, just cause, But at the end of the day, I'm just doing that, and then it's like set it and forget it. That's how my bracket is. I just want to move on. You know what I mean?
So I can get kind of an idea of who I want to bet futures on.
Right.
Like I still have 2 out of my 3 futures still alive, which is Texas and Gonzaga. Memphis lost, but I kind of just do it just to have my futures and stuff.
Well, let's talk about the 4 games that are playing. I'm going to go over some college here. You got North Texas, Oklahoma State. I got it. It opened at a 6. Oklahoma State -6. It's now currently -4. 58% of the cash is on Oklahoma State, and 62% of the tickets are on North Texas.
Yeah, I'm on the Mean Green.
It's always Mean Green.
I took Texas plus 4.5. Actually, I think I got 5 last night. But I like North Texas. I think when you get a smaller school against a bigger school, most of the time I'm going to take the smaller school. Now, if I was looking at it like we normally cap games, you get a team that's 20-15 and they're favorited, but it makes sense that they're favorited because they're part of the bigger kind of deal. They're in a bigger conference. They're in the Big 12 compared to the Conference USA.
Right.
But I know it's not Texas, Oklahoma, but these schools still don't like each other.
No.
Like you get two border states that are going up against each other. They don't like each other. No, I think this one's a one.
Made for.
I think North Texas can win this game outright.
North Texas outright. Okay.
Yeah.
I like them in a point. So I have them in a teaser with the next one here. I was going to talk about Oregon and Wisconsin. I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I like Oregon here. I can't. Big Ten. It's a fade to Big Ten except for green and white. It's but that's been my move going through the tournament.
Yeah.
Every tournament. I don't care if it's CBI. I don't care if it's NIT. I don't care if it's the big tournament.
There wasn't one in the CBI.
Well, no, I know, but I'm just saying it's I'm more spitting off.
No, I got what you mean.
But yeah, it's for me. It's Big Ten this year. I didn't like. I had who took down Purdue? I had Kennesaw State. Was that Kennesaw State? No,
FDU.
Who would it?
FDU. Fairleigh Dickinson.
Yeah, I had them with points. Not
ridiculous.
Nick
had him outright.
That's ballsy.
Plus 1550. He cut it. I was this close to putting that up on the site too, because we did not like Purdue.
No.
We'll
head over to chat, see what they say about it.
But I like Oregon.
Oregano. All right, so if we have a 2-team, let's make a little teaser here. Let's move along as we do this.
You want a teaser? North Texas and Oregon.
Well, yeah, but I also I don't want just 2 teams. Why would I want that? As far as the Oregano line goes, that opened at a 5, it's down to a 3.
Yeah, I don't like the line movement, but I still think there's an Oregon
52% of the cash is on the Cheese State, Wisconsin, and 51% of the tickets. And it's went from a 5 to a 3, so it's
which makes sense. But I like Oregon. I think everybody sees Wisconsin and wants to take points with them because they've looked good. I like Oregon to just smash in that spot. I'm not, and you got to keep in mind the NIT is different from the CBI and the bracket. It's in Oregon. It is in Oregon.
Field advantage kind of thing, and I can get on Barstool right now 2.5.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
You know what I mean? So I mean, for a teaser situation,
Oregon by double
is what we're in
digits.
anyway.
Oregon by double digits.
So have you done anything in CBI?
Yes.
Okay.
We've
So
had a
today
bunch
we
of
got
overtime losers.
Southern Utah, Eastern Kentucky, Charlotte, Radford.
Yeah, I'm on EKU plus 3.5 and the over.
Okay.
We've and if you've blindly bet overs in the CBI, you're doing pretty well because we've seen 4 overtime games. Like it's kind of crazy to see how many overtimes they're kind of going into. EKU's gone into 2 by themselves. I think this is another one that could go into overtime. We got 156.5. I just think it's too low. This is a game that's going to end in the 160s, 170s. Because Southern Utah plays up tempo, so does EKY. But I like Eastern Kentucky. I like the over in that game. I think it's going to be a high-paced game.
That's fair. Wake up and bet. Sort of like shut up and bet. I like it. Morning, fellas. We're gonna lose some. We'll gain some. They'll be mad. Throw their temper tantrum. And it is what it is. You know, I mean, when we win. That's all. So we're gonna keep doing us. People come and go. I love y'all no matter what. We rise, we bet. I don't mind that. Yeah, I do like bet when repeat. I'm still trying to talk Craig into just doing that, but it's the Facebook page thing. But the bet when repeat show, and then maybe just the Picks and Parlay group page. I don't know, something to that nature. Our second guest is coming on here in a few minutes as well. Same concept. Everybody likes the initials, but it's with the original page. Yeah. To all that are concerned, I have updated HC picks records, and they will be posted on the Facebook page. So that brings up a good point. With how this show is going to work is like the first 10 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes, will be promotions, any weekly promotions we have going on, update the contest, records, who's still in the weekly contest, who's in the monthly contest, all that. And then we'll bring in one guest, and then the second half of the show, we'll have a second guest. And then we'll break that out, and then we'll recap the show and kind of go from there. So that's kind of Tim. We got like anything in the NBA before I let you go here?
Pistons outright, right?
Bro, why we gotta always have started?
I'm kidding. I legit almost bet them and the Spurs. I almost bet them and the Spurs, but I didn't. I'm on the Nets. I'm on the Kings and the Thunder. That's kind of where I went for today.
Hello, gents, and the White Sox. There's no White Sox fans here.
Go White Sox.
Hit the like button. That's right. Terry Edelman told you. Terry Edelman's going to tell you again. Hit that like button. As always, let me pull this down. I can't do that. I'm all over the place, Tim.
That normally is how it goes.
That's true. God damn it. And I got stuff scrolling. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Daily betting show. That's what I called it today. That's what it is today.
Yes.
I do like the bet and repeat show. Monday through Fridays, we'll be here 1 p.m. Eastern. How long we go, nobody knows. Don't forget to use the promo code MADNESS. This will save you 20% off the entire website. What you got going on over at Earl Sportsbook for picksandparlays.net. Plug your shows, plug your packages, plug away, Tim. You got 5 minutes.
Okay.
Take 2.
ESB show at 10 o'clock in the morning, every single day. We got college basketball going, NBA's going, hockey's going, and Lenny, 9 days away from MLB starting up. Lots of stuff over there. I threw this in the chat. There you go. That's the Earl Sports Bets Week Pass, $7, 7 days, $49. It's got everything. It's got everything over there. And you can use the code MADNESS at checkout, 20% off your entire purchase. So $39 for a week pass, and we put up all of our plays. We already got, I think we got 6 plays for the elite for the Sweet 16. We didn't bet 2 games because we differed on the Texas Javier game, and we're not sure about the Bama Miami game yet. Houston Miami game. So we were messing with that, but we got 6 plays up for the college basketball. For it. So yes, plug it. Let's go.
Plug it. Absolutely. Plug it. And listen, volume wise, you can't beat that. I'm not gonna, I mean, I mentioned at the beginning of the show, every one of our handicappers are different and unique in their own certain ways. And if you're not a handicapper selling your own picks, okay, if you're on the fence or you're streaky, I'm streaky. Terry Edelman tells himself, tells everybody all the time, he's streaky. I'm
Everybody's
streaky.
streaky.
Right, everybody's streaky. Sometimes there's different times when I'm on Tim Earl's side and I'm like, Tim, damn it, you can't, and this sounds crazy. Tim, you can't make any more sense. It sounds perfect. And then there's other times I'm on this other guy. Right. I know that never happens. I'm on our next guest. Sometimes I'm on his side and I'm like, Tim Earl, shut up, Tim. Nick Parsons is smart. So let's bring in Nick Parsons. He's the third part of our little triangle of shows today, or triangle of guests today. I don't know what the hell we're doing today. Nick Parsons, welcome. We should just call it the shit show.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, I like that. I like that show.
If Craig would let me call it that, I would. You guys know that. But you know,
trademark that one.
Yeah, he's got HR and stuff like that to worry about, apparently. Good luck.
Unbelievable.
Craig. I know. So Nick Parsons, I was just telling everybody we're letting Tim Earl plug his stuff before he leaves.
Yep.
Tim is on. We're going to get your take on some college basketball for today as well. We're trying to create a little teaser, maybe get a little 3 or 4 teams here. I got 2 from Tim Earl that I skeptically agreed with on him. Actually, I agreed totally with him on it, but it makes me feel skeptical because I do agree with him. So, Tim, we're going to say best wishes to you. See you later. And we're going to talk some ball with Nick Parsons. Nick Parsons, how are we, man? How was your weekend? How was you guys celebrate St. Patrick's Day in Canada?
Of course. It's huge here as well. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I wore green, and that was about it this year. But
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I used to be young and drink green. Yeah,
more exciting for the kids right now.
Beer, but
right, exactly.
I was
young. To do a lot of that.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of that back then. Yeah. There's some. First of all, if you're looking for Nick Parsons packages over at Picks and Parlays, and we'll get to his stuff later too. We're gonna break down some stuff, some NBA and some college ball. Tournament's not till Thursday, the big dance. Anything you like, real quick, which I didn't ask Tim Earl. We kind of got on a rant a little bit sideways, but anything you like Thursday that stands off the page for you?
You know, the Sweet 16, I haven't had actually a chance to properly look at everything yet. I'm going to start that process on Wednesday.
Fair.
You know, sometimes, Lenny, I get off to just unbelievable starts through the first 4. I mean, well, the first 4 is fairly new, and then the first 2 rounds, other times, you know, not so great. And that was the case this year. So I didn't get off to the greatest start to the college tournament this year. Although overall, my picks have been going really consistent because some of the other sports have picked up the slack. But yeah, looking for me personally, moving forward through the rest of this tournament, I'm sort of going to take a contrarian sort of angle, which I do typically and normally anyways.
Right.
But definitely sort of look, because there's just so many public bettors out there over this next portion here. And so I'm just going to wait a couple of days to just sort of see where the money sort of shakes out here. And sort of that's going to be my angle going into the Sweet 16 for sure, is to take a sort of contrarian approach.
Well, I like that because at this point I've learned 2 things. And I want to say Ross Benjamin said that to last week. I'm going to give him credit for saying it to me, but it might not have been, but Ross should get credit for it. Somebody said to me last week on a show that at some point in time, you're going to be, might even been Sean Higgs now I think about it, but could have been both of them because I think they were on the same day, but it was at some point in time, you are the public at this point in the season. You're just going to have to be.
That's true.
Like the Super Bowl, one side or another.
There's no question when you get down to just the final few games, but I still think that it's a good approach here in the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. I still think for sure. But then, yeah, once you get down, you're right to the final few games. I mean, yeah, the lines are so sharp anyways. I mean, these guys.
Yeah, they're in it.
Yeah.
What I did yesterday is I woke up and I looked at where the lines were Monday morning for Thursday, and I screenshot it. Today, I did the same thing. Right. And now Wednesday, tomorrow. Now there's certain games. I'm a Michigan State guy. I already got Michigan State. Okay, I already took them on the money line before they moved. Now they're, I think, -2 or something like that. So
got some good value there.
I get some good value there, but I'm kind of screenshotting where the lines are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mhm.
And so I can then evaluate on Wednesday kind of where I'm at. There's certain lines I like already, like that. Like I said, Michigan State, and I got some good value right there. But I like to just track where that money's going, and it's moving up and down and all around because we all know we want to be on the right side.
Yes.
So that's
Exactly.
kind of my theory.
Especially
there.
moving forward for me here. That's my goal, is to close out the tournament on a big run here, and I'm pretty confident I can do that.
Yeah. Did you fill out a picks and parlay bracket? Did you do a bracket? I know Rycape did. I see him in the chat. He's in like 6th place.
No,
I'm in
I
12th.
didn't this year.
I'm
Just didn't have
surprisingly,
time.
I got 32 of 63 picks right.
Hey,
And
bad.
I'm in 12th place. I thought I would be completely out of it. Ryzen 6th, and I'll be damned if I let him win our fantasy league and the bracket.
This guy is
That
sharp.
cannot happen, Nick. It can't happen.
Jeez, it very well
We're
could.
gonna have to like go old school with the 2 ice skaters.
Right.
I can't think of. I'm gonna have to whoop knees. Tanya Harding on your ass. I'm gonna have to Rycape, I'm gonna have to sweep the legs.
The NBA though this year.
Yeah, talk to me
that's been
about
a
that. How
highlight.
you doing in the NBA? You've been crushing stuff?
Yeah. So I do have a big play out right now, and you can find that under the Insiders Room over at picksandparlays.net. This is one sport that I've been playing with Lenny with house money from day one, which carries over from a really great season from last season as well. So I come in to tonight on a 270 and 222 NBA run. So yeah, other than the big play up for sale at Picks and Parlays right now under the Insiders Room homepage, I have a few thoughts on the season, the rest of the season coming up here. I mean, we have the play-in tournament coming up, and that's a controversial thing among players, at least. But I think for bettors, it's great, obviously, because we have so many more options to choose from during the playoffs, and there's so many great situational plays I've found in this mini tournament as well. And so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, as I say, I do have that big play, a big total out tonight.
Okay.
So you guys will want to check that out.
Nice. Tim had mentioned the Pistons, but he only does that to piss me off.
Well, you know what? That's not a bad play there.
No.
It's kind of a contrarian pick. They're getting a ton of points. They're on a 3-game straight up and against the spread losing streak. And so that would fall right into my wheelhouse right away, looking at the Pistons right there, getting so many points. But then you look at Atlanta, and it's not doing so great either here.
Right.
It's lost 3 of its last 4 straight up, 3 of its last 4 against the spread. So this is a team that also really needs to win here. It did beat Detroit, so the revenge factor goes to Detroit. And so you know what? I'm gonna lean to Detroit. I'm leaning Detroit too. I'm going with them.
Great. Might have. You know what? Might have to add them into the teaser that we were making earlier, and just take them. I can get them plus 13.5. So in a little teaser.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
That's not horrible. Let's see here. Little teaser action. I'd say a 5-point teaser plus 203. And you can get it at plus.
Right.
Yeah, I might have to put that out there. I don't mind that. What about hockey?
Yeah,
I can't talk hockey with Tim Earl.
Right. No, these guys know every player, everything. These guys would be great at DFS, obviously. And
they are.
So for me, I'm more of a situational handicapper, and I'm looking at lines and I'm looking at public money. And so the way that I handicap isn't quite based so much on the players that are on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at schedule. I'm looking at, lopsided streaks and runs and different things like that other than the players. And unless it's like a Tom Brady sort of player, then that, of course, that changes things. But for the most part, that doesn't come into my equation. But yeah, for the NHL this year, Lenny, I finished the NFL and college football season playing with house money. I just outlined that I'm playing with house money in the NBA. Unfortunately, the one sport for me this year that is not going so great is the NHL, which is kind of a disappointment because I have many national titles in the NHL over the course of 20 plus seasons. But it's difficult to win every single season. A bit of a disappointment, though, as it is my strength. But just like, with my college basketball moving forward, I'm also super pumped, super confident that we'll get the NHL back on track here. And so that's sort of where my NHL season is here. But yeah, pumped moving forward.
I don't blame you there. I mean, I understand that. And my hockey, I'll tell you what, I do this every year. I do this, and you'd think I'd learn 20 years gambling on sports. Get real heavy into football in January. When playoffs and all that, Super Bowl, and I get everything, all my energy up here is focused on handicapping that. And then so I lay off of college, of everything, NHL, everything. And then football abruptly ends and hates me every year, and just abruptly ends. And then I have to immediately next day snap back in the NHL. And same thing with you. I'm heavy into the NHL. I consider it one of my strong suits, that and the NFL. Those are like my two biggest. Like if I had to say my strongest handicapping is NFL, NHL, and MLB would be right up there. Like a solid two, where it's at. But NHL, I consider myself a good handicapper. And then NHL, I got to build back up to, because it's like you take 2-3 weeks off of handicapping it, and all of a sudden you don't know nothing. So it's a constant thing.
So you're following that pattern. You're in the trenches day in and day out. You're trying to find those little edges, and it really does count. And the only way you can do that is if you're in those trenches every day, like all of the handicappers here at Picks and Parlays. And as you were outlining with Tim there, there's something for everyone out there, and everyone has their strengths. You know what I mean? And everyone is in those trenches, and so that's what we're doing and putting in the work for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, as far as the NHL goes today, on my parlay party, I do like a 2-3 team parlay.
Right.
Okay, every day in the NHL, and I try to give out decent odds. I'm not taking -300s.
Well, I got a decent pick for you here that I like. That's at really
in the NHL?
Decent odds. Yeah.
Okay.
That I think is a good situational play here. And I mean, it's really decent odds. It's the New York Rangers -102 at home to Carolina. I think considering the Rangers' form, nothing else, and the fact that they're at home and getting them at this price, despite the opponent, whoever it is, there's extreme value there. But then you take into account that New York is actually on fire right now. Carolina is sort of waffling, and that this is the opener of a home set where Carolina will be playing at Carolina next. So I just think that, there's my pick. I like New York. I think that basically this is the very definition of great line value.
I think so as well. And I'm looking up here. Yeah, it moved from it's moved down, and it's only $20,000 bet on it, but you're not going to see a lot of money. That's actually a lot for the NHL. You're not going to see a lot. It's not like the NFL where you're going to see hundreds of thousands of dollars on Tuesday bet on a Saturday, Sunday game. 91% of the money is on the Rangers, and 95% of the tickets is on the over. I like the over in that game.
Wow.
So I mean, I like the over in that game. I picked a couple overs. I like the Detroit St. Louis over. I don't know why, but I took the Ottawa. Who was they playing today? Boston.
Detroit. Detroit? Your old Detroit team here. It's it started off so well, and it's sort of stumbling down the stretch here, and now in St. Louis, these are two teams that really need a win here for sure.
I don't hate the draw in that game either.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're both very similar teams. I think this game could end up at a 3-3 draw, and that's where I'm going into the over 6.5. I really like that, but I took the over 6.5 in the Senators Bruins, and I took the I like the Wild at a serious plus money. I took them in
no doubt. That's a little strange, that line, I thought as well.
Yeah, I also took them in regulation at +2 something. But my second part of the parlay was The Flames and the Ducks. No, not the Flames and the Ducks. It was the
Dallas
shit,
and
I can't remember.
Seattle.
Why can't I remember? Hold on 1 second. I'll pull it up right here because I still have the thing.
Or Buffalo and
No, it was Carolina and the Rangers over 6. I got it. I
Okay.
took it over 6. And that the Boston Ottawa over 6.5 and the Carolina Rangers game over 6. Parlayed those two together for 272. Plus 272.
Nice. I like
I've been
it.
okay. I've been doing really good on my 2-teamers. Little
Yep.
2-team parlays, minus 110, even money, plus 100, something like that. I've been kind of going. So I do a lot of that. I know we don't advocate parlays, even though the name of the channel is Picks and Parlays. I'm not trying to tell everybody. So
No.
I parlay. There's a difference between a parlay and a lottery ticket. I parlay 2-3 team parlays all day, every day. You guys that are doing 5-10 teams, that's called a lottery ticket. That's like a, flip a coin kind of stuff. I'm not doing that. Let's see if the chat's got anything going on. Nick, tell them what you got going on, though, over at the site. What kind of packages? Plug time, Nick, as we like to call it around here. Time to plug.
Well, as Tim outlined, just as he was going off there, it's a really exciting time of year for sports handicappers. We're locked in. The NFL and college football seasons are in the rearview mirror. And so, yeah, it's all basketball moving ahead. And for me, really, it's going to be a lot about the NBA moving forward. We still have a big portion of the regular season to go. And then, of course, the play-in tournament and the playoffs. So doing extremely well at the NBA picks. As I said, I got a massive 10-star total going tonight. You can find that under the Insiders Room at picksandparlays.net. And you can check me out on Twitter as well at the Insiders Room.
Sounds good. Don't forget, you over there, use that promo code MADNESS. Save yourself 20% off the entire website there. Appreciate you coming in and being a part of this madness as we figure our way out here on this morning show.
For sure, man. I'm looking forward to next week as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think maybe we'll get maybe some highlighted games and stuff like that to give you a game maybe 1 or 2 to actually talk about.
Yep.
But I wanted to kind of introduce everybody to the new format this week,
Yep.
and just kind of what to expect, and kind of everything like that. We're going to get more into content. Yep. I know you people out there that are really big into contests. You love all your contests. We'll have contests. They'll just be on the Facebook page. But on the YouTube channel, we want content. And content's king. And we're trying to get some content going over there. So, other than that, that's about it. Nick Parsons, we appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Don't forget to check them out over at picksandparlays.net. Like I said, use the promo code MADNESS. Save yourself 20% off of all of that. This show here, Daily Betting Show, Bet Win Repeat Show, whatever this show is called, whatever it will be called, we'll be here Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Tune in tomorrow. Hannah Mears will be here with Sean Higgs and Cam Ross. So there's that. Till then, we'll see you guys on the next one. Good luck, everybody out there, unless you're against us. Take care.